Okay, so we are. There is not any audio on this, but we are going to watch Biden when he. I was trying to get old videos of him when he was in the '90s and '80s in the Senate. And just fucking, a lot of stuff has been scrubbed. So what we are going to do. We'll turn the audio off because it's really not. I suppose we could turn it on. It's just airplanes and air traffic and whatnot above the castle or in that vicinity. This guy's such a fucking loser. You know, that truck could drive just a little bit slower as not to spit up dust, too. I don't know. There's not one thing about this administration that I support. I was listening to a segment of Alex Jones today. It could have been yesterday. I don't know when it was actually recorded. And he said, he's evil. Whenever a guest is on his program, Alex's program, it seems to me that whenever the guest is about to say something interesting, he'll stop them, interrupt them, and say, "We're going to go to break," and then a new topic will be introduced when they come back from break. I don't like Alex Jones much. I don't trust him. I don't understand his love affair with Elon Musk and Swanson, aka Tucker. That I don't get at all. And I hate that dude's name and I can't stand him. I think he's a posse. I think he's connected to um, CIA type controlled ops type stuff with the government. Um, I don't think he deserves any like adulation. Now it's the word is out that Heritage Foundation is funding him, according to Jones. And if that's the case, I mean, a lot of Heritage Foundation, a lot of the donations to them will go down the toilet. I used to donate to them in the '90s, late '90s. It was like anything that I could do, I was doing back then. No more now, not now. Mm. Anyway, Jones claims that Tucker is funded by the Heritage Foundation, his podcast. Well, I doubt that they pay his salary. He's on Twitter. He live streams off Twitter. Why does he need someone to fund him? So he's on the payroll of Heritage. Is same thing. To do what? Okay, let's watch Plug Spiden briefly. I would drive slower myself personally. They don't have a lot of class. Yeah, I know, I said it. Okay. Big, huge gas guzzling Suburban. Electric cars. Stumbles out. I have had so much traffic on my street today that I'm really going insane. It's because it's 85 out and people are running around partying. A couple of shootings today so far, just two. There's usually 2 to 3 a night right down the block from me. Well, within streets that I travel on every week, anyway. Look at how he's grabbing onto him. And Charles is just like, okay, that's fine. You shake his hand, and that's it. Instead, he's grabbing onto him and taking his arm because he needs someone to hang on to. Look at him. Hey, now watch. Okay, it should just be the shake, not just let me. He's grabbing him. And Charles is kind of trying to get away from him, but that's okay. No, this is when he's still the Prince of Wales here. He's trying to get away from him. There's that cute Scottish guy, that Johnny dude. God, would I love to get his take on this piece of shit. I dislike this man so much right now. Look at him. Wait a minute. What he's like saluting these guys. Should he be doing that? Is that protocol? Look, watch. Charles is trying to help him. Charles is trying to guide him like a son would guide an old, diddling old father. And now he's not the king here, but he's like got his arms all over him. Is that acceptable protocol for royalty? I just is it I just in case you didn't know, I absolutely this is the fucking worst situation the United States has ever been in since I have been alive. And I'm not just saying that to be partisan because I'm not like a hardcore R Republican. I have many views that differ from the party and from Trump's. I mean, I have many views that are different. Um, but so when I say that it's the worst situation, it just fucking is. Because I hadn't been paying much attention to the price of produce, which is kind of stupid, um, until I realized that something like a cucumber is like $4 now. And I'm like, shit, the last time I bought a cucumber, I don't even see them anymore because you can't, produce is not laid out in the stores anymore. They basically took out a lot of, and well, if you're younger, you're not going to remember. They took out the stores, the big stores took over, and it's all like, it's not, it is no longer a produce aisle. They get in a bunch of shit that's like hot house grown. You can buy it year round, and it generally tastes like shit. Unless you go to an organic place, which I did tonight, but they didn't have exactly what I was looking for now. And they stopped. I don't know. The staff is getting rude. I think it has something to do with the weather. Like, I don't want to be here. I want to go out. Well, then don't work during the summer if you'd rather be outside. Or the security guard. Well, there's always a security guard walking through the store the whole time. And, oh, I mean, there was just someone shot there 2 days ago. And, I mean, down the block. And he's like, well, I just asked me how I was doing. And I said, well, I'd say, it's been hard for me to carry my groceries up the steps because I have like 3 flights and I have to carry it from the street and all that shit. And it's a pain in the ass. He's like, well, I'll help you when you're finished, when you check out. And then he saw me and he watched me lift everything from the cart to my car and then took the cart. And that was him helping me. I'm like, honestly, I wanted to say something jokingly, and I don't think he would have had a problem with it. But I mean, I paid like, I don't know, $10 for 3 apples. I mean, give me a break. Like $4 for a few tomatoes. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm talking about just some of those little grape things, the little organic ones, actually, that are pretty good. It has lettuce, $3, $4, $5 a pound. I I mean, I live in Wisconsin. There are a lot of farmlands here. You pay like $15 for some organic cheddar, little, um, it's like 5, 6, 7, $8 for a loaf of bread. And I don't buy shit because I don't put crap in my body. I just won't. Not right now. I won't, especially. But I never really have. But it's getting harder and harder and harder to stock the shelves with anything decent. And then when you can find it, I mean, I paid $76 for what I'm describing, so I'm alone. I don't buy a lot because it'll just go bad. I couldn't believe it. Or was it 70, 68? Doesn't Wow. Okay, so what? Watch this old fool like literally hanging on to him. Look at this. So he just wanted to shake his hand and get it over with, and Biden is like, "No, you're doing more than that." He looks a little like he wants to get away from him, and he's taken back just a tad. Just a doddering old fool. I think Biden was having trouble getting out of the Suburban, and Chuck was going down to kind of get help him. Look at him; he's grabbing him, and Chuck is just looking at him like, "What the fuck are you grabbing my arm for?" He's like digging his hands into him. Oh, and they did not do a state dinner because Biden can't stay awake that long. He works from 10 to 4 with a nap, most likely lunch and a nap. And that's probably a good 2.5 hours. So basically, he works from 10 a.m. to noon and then comes back from maybe 2 to 4. He's putting in like 4 hours. I run the world. Oh, fuck you. You fucking little, this dick face. Look at this guy. He's looking at his hand like, what the fuck are you grabbing me for, you fucker? He's like, I want you to show me how to make some money. And Charles is like, yes, I will. I promise. I will. Come on, let's go. Biden's like, wow, I hope I can get up these stairs. I have to hang on to this guy. And he's got his hands all over him to guide him to walk. Let's, should we slow it down? Come on, let's go. And he realizes he's not, Biden's got all his arms all over him and shit. Look at this. And then he's like, help me, help me. Charles is like, let me help you. Biden's like, where the fuck am I? Hang on to me. Don't let go. Oh, you want me to do stairs? Oh, no. 1, 2. Then he's like saluting these guys, but they're not saluting back. Should they? I don't know. Is that appropriate protocol? I mean, is that appropriate? I'm not sure. Well, nothing he does, I think, is appropriate. These guys are looking at him like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, help me. I don't know what to do. He's like, I gotta put my hand on my heart. Because this country has given me everything I've wanted, and other countries have done so too, like Ukraine, China, and all these other things in between. Oh, and I get everything paid for by the U.S. taxpayer. But I'm running the world. Is it for a second? I can't lose this. You guys are gonna have to wait 1 minute, 2 minutes perhaps. Hmm. Okay, I had to take care of something here. Okay, here we go. Ah! Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. That's what it is, right? Anything else here? Ah, Biden's like, I need to go to bed. Look at it, he's still hanging on to Charles. Like he's a date or something. What a stupid, hideous poss. He's like, well, I've got to hang on to. Oh, come on. I gotta hang on to him. Charles is trying to kind of get away from him a little bit, but knows that the guy's an old kook. Like, what do I walk on the board or what? Look at him. He has no fucking clue what's going on. None at all. It's like, oh, I need to take care of something here. He's wiping his mouth. Right, this is right, like during the COVID shit too, isn't it? This old dodgering old fool. He's not even looking at anyone. He's just walking. And believe me, he's having trouble doing it. That's a long distance for that old fuck. He's like, I want to hug all of you. And Joe was thinking, just think of all the wars I can start using these guys. And Joe was just like, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do here, but I'm important. I'm the president. I'm important. Looks like Charles is just kind of making sure he doesn't fall over, which obviously could easily happen. He's like, I just need to get out of here. So he stops midway the whole thing and starts questioning the guy, and Charles is just like, what the fuck? Come on, let's move it, you know? I mean, is that appropriate? Nothing this man does is appropriate. I mean, if he goes back, He's like, well, wait a minute. I just want to talk to this guy real quick. And Charles is like, let's move, man. Move out. He's hugging Charles again. He's got his arm around him because he needs someone to guide him when he walks. He can't walk around a courtyard like that on his own. Okay, let's go. He's still hanging on to Charles because he can't walk like that. Pebbles? Look at, he's like hanging onto him. No, he's not. And he stopped. Look at him. He's like shuffling. He's like Parkinson's shuffling. Look at this. Look at this miserable, wretchy old fuck. Look at him. I gotta go to the bathroom soon. Okay, this guy is just looking at him going, what in the absolute fuck? Everyone knows it was stolen. Give me a break. He's still hanging on to him. Look at this. He never stops touching him because he has someone guiding him everywhere he goes. Now, what year was this? 2023? No. June 10, 2023. No. I was in the hospital then. Wasn't I? I don't know. I think I was out for a couple of days before I went back in. Seriously. Don't mean to sound so scatterbrained, but look at this guy's pointing at him, looking at him. They're looking at, all right, look at this. Look at the face on this guy. They're all like, they've got their hands up to their chins going, what the absolute fuck? Wait a minute. I just saw someone laughing. This guy is talking into something. Is this press or staff? Look at this. Wait a minute. This guy's just a hardcore Dem, probably a little gay man, I'm assuming. This woman's like, what the fuck? This guy's just like, doesn't even care. These guys are just like cracking up. Most of them are. They're like, look at this old fucker. We're going to take the U.S. for a ride. Can't wait. He's going to grab Charles again. It's like, hey, I really need you to hang on to me. I can guarantee you Charles doesn't like that. Look at these guys. They're looking at him like, what in the fuck? Can you imagine if Trump would have hung on to Charles like that? I want you guys to think about that for a moment. This dude is like, I can't even figure it out. Well, no, neither can we. No, you first. I gotta follow you. I gotta hang on to you. And then he's hanging on to him again. Okay, this is weird. All he does is grab Charles the whole time. And by the way, I wanted to mention, he always wears the exact same color suit, if not the same suit. He wears about one of 2 or 3 different shirts. He'll either have a white shirt and a tie on, a light blue shirt, and his favorite is a blue and white striped shirt with the first 2 buttons unbuttoned. And he sits there with his mouth hanging open. Look at him. He's like, help me. Help. Or is that a black suit? I can't tell. I really don't care. So Charles at this point has his hand just a little bit tucked behind his back. And Biden's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. He's like, I really want to just hang on to this guy and he won't let me. And I'm going to just, and watch, he'll more lean towards Charles and start putting his arm around him again because he's ready to fall over.
Donovan will turn to the left in threes. Full threes.
And Biden is thinking, how can I use the UK's army to do some of my wars that I've got planned out? No, Biden's just thinking, I gotta lay down, take my nap.
Left.
Just watch, he's inching a little bit closer to Charles. Inching. See? He's leaning in. Whoop, whoop, we'll have to go back. Notice how he's leaning in. He's switching leg to leg. He can't even stay still because he's got to redistribute his weight like every second because he can't fucking stand. I feel sorry for him. I mean, God, neither can I right now, but whatever. Okay.
Left.
Charles slightly has his left hand kind of tucked, so this jerk doesn't start grabbing it again. Look at Biden's moving around. Biden's like, I just need to sit down. I need to take my nap. I need another hit of speed. I need to do a few more lines. This guy has me watching these troops. It's like, I hope they have some money somewhere they can give me so I can give back to my son Hunter, the most smart man in the world. I'm going to do the goodest job I possibly can. That's his quote, not mine. We can clean that up. This beady-eyed old fuck. He's like, what is this? I don't know what this is. Fucking imposter. Okay, we can start our wars now. Biden will start grabbing him again. Is Biden bow-legged or is he just weird looking? Look I told you he'd start touching him again. He's like grabbing his hand. Did you see that? He was like grabbing his fingers. He can't let go. Oh my God. There he goes. Now watch. He's going to start grabbing his fingers. Oh, Chuck is just like, get away. It's like, here, let me show you the steps. Good God, he's a total dementia patient. It's like, is it normal to have the handrails there for 2 steps? I'm just asking. Because he requested it. They actually have made the stairs shorter for him when he climbs onto Air Force One now. Now he'll grab Chuck again. Watch, as soon as possible. Oh, Chuck is grabbing him. Wow. I mean, he barely knows what he's doing. Where's Jill? All right. They've shortened it. I can't. Oh, this is in Russian. I don't know if I can get this. Oh, we already saw this. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Yeah. Well, okay. I'm not quite sure what this is, but I'm trying to translate it. And Channel 5 news and videos. Okay. All right. Well, that was kind of a waste of time then, huh? Let's see, what else do we have? Beyond that video. Biden was at some church. I swear to God, this site is like intelligence. I don't. I'm just, yeah. Ah, it's
But Biden
intelligent.
may have known something about Obama that, out of his personal life, that Obama had to hide. So he makes Biden his vice president. Biden always has this saying about Obama that he told him, "I want to be the last guy in the room after everybody leaves when there's a big deal to be done."
Yeah, you can't do a full screen pause. Biden laptop. Yeah, I can't do a pause. So,
To be the last guy in the room with you. That's probably when Biden
whoa.
told him, "Okay, you're going to do this with me because I know this." And if you look at Biden's
and what is that thing that Obama's a homosexual?
Yeah, I think that's what he was talking about.
What else would you say about Joe Biden?
Well, he's evil. I mean, he's deeply evil. He's a win at all costs politician. He had operatives, I think, set up the pandemic in 2020, and that's how they got it.
I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that on YouTube.
Passenger manifests. So Obama would fly back and forth to Chicago. And when he flew back and forth to Chicago, very rarely, maybe only less than 5 times, he would go there all the time because that's where his political office was for re-election. Michelle and the kids never went with him. So he would go back to their home, their house where they were born and grew up. Obama first met Xi as a president. That was in the cabinet room. So he's like the junior president.
Hold on, stay there, Mike McCormick. We've got a 2-minute break. Coming right back to you to finish up with this and then get into all the other subjects. We talked about the past, now about present and the future. Many years ago, I coined the term 3. Something is symbiotic. If some products you're getting and dozens of other products, naturals.com, and
Dr. Jones is a dentist. Oh my God.
to keep the show on the air, and they're amazing, a 360 win. So please follow the links below to drjonesnaturals.com, and I thank you for your support. And for breaking news and updates, be sure and follow me at Real Alex Jones. First 5 minutes is important. We'll take a break at 5 minutes for 1 minute, and then do another 30 minutes with our guests. Have him back for 2 hours if he can. What a smart guy. Coming form of elder abuse I've ever broke up. The headline out that White House whistleblower got caught.
Biden got all these. Ukraine, Joe, the president. That was his dream. But his staff wanted him to be president. He wanted to be president, and he was pushing Obama behind the scenes.
And now we're seeing the fact that the whole Democratic Party's saying leave. He won't do it. So you're predicting he stays in.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm predicting.
He's
yeah,
not going anywhere.
It's gonna be a mess. It's a sinking ship, and he's going down with it.
Continue.
So, things that happened was
you just got done saying
in the December of 2013.
I mean, this woman's had plastic surgery. She doesn't look anything close to what she does now. And here's that poor daughter. I want you to look at this little girl. This Joe Biden sexually assaulted his daughter, sexually abused her, and took showers with her. I want you to think long and hard. And this daughter is totally fucked up right now. This poor kid. But it seems like all of his offspring, they're not really attractive. Because Joe isn't attractive. Look at his hair. He's a sloppy, greasy, gross person.
Joe goes to Beijing, and I'm on the plane. That was the Air Force Two trip where